Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Fellow Journeyman and Apprentices. Today we're doing something pretty special. We are actually doing 24 slabs, that's right, 24 slabs of spare ribs on this offset smoker. Today we've got a combination of 3 different flavor profiles we're going for. We're going for our in-house OG Journeyman seasoning. It's kind of a nice, sweet, salty, spicy combination going on with that thing. And we also have some ribs that are going to be getting salty spicy mixture. There's 6 different hot peppers in here and some garlic and salt. So that'll make for some nice spicy savory ribs. And we have some Lily's salt pepper garlic ribs that we're going to be doing. So I went to my local Costco and I actually saved about 30 cents a pound by buying a whole entire box of ribs. So there were 5 packs of ribs that came in here, 3 per pack, so there's 15 in this bad boy, and it was able to save me some money. And if you're doing a big cook like we're doing today, every penny counts. So I'm gonna go through the steps real quick of trimming 1 package of these up. I'm not gonna bore you with the whole entire amount of ribs today, but we are gonna be doing this, like I said, in the offset smoker. We will be using cherry wood with a little bit of hickory. So let's go ahead and get started. Just like this. Meat side down for now. Get all that juice off there. There we go. All right, we're gonna take this package, keep our juice contained, and go right to our trash here. So something Costco used to do that for some reason, I'm not sure why they quit doing it, but they started to leave all the silver skin on the backside of these ribs. It's not a real big deal. We're actually, since we're doing 24 slabs, not gonna be taking the time to take all the silver linings off of these, but I've watched some content on some people that have been taking a knife and scoring that silver lining. So that's exactly what we're gonna do today. We're gonna go ahead and give these a score with a knife. I think that helps kind of just shrink it up and burn it off. So these ribs are gonna be in for at least probably 5 hours. So I'll give these a nice score, just a real quick, I'm not cutting too deep, just enough to score that silver lining. Kind of like a checkerboard. All right, now we wanna take these ribs. We want to trim off anything loose that just doesn't look right on them. Some of this extra fat we're going to take off here. Again, these are a St. Louis spare rib. They are cut into St. Louis style cut. We're going to trim this end off here. Out of trash. Those look good. Really, this slab looks pretty good. A little bit of loose meat there, we'll trim off. Trash there. That slab is ready for seasoning. Take this one, this big flap of meat here. We want to take that right off there. You don't need to throw that away. You can make good little snacks with this. We've got another smoker we can put these on, one of our pellet smokers. Seeing how our offset is going to be filled up. Go ahead and get this. So like I mentioned before, we have 3 different seasonings we're going with. The first 15 of the 24 slabs I'm actually going to be doing in our OG seasoning. So let's go ahead and, some people use binders. I'm a fan of binders, but these ribs are pretty moist right now, so we're just going to go ahead and lay the seasoning right to these things. I'm actually going to do this over my paper towel so I keep the cutting board nice and clean. Nice, generous coating. Okay. Go ahead and take these and flip them around now. Do the meat side. Again, a nice coating on this side too. biggest thing with this, guys, is just enjoy it, you know? I'm putting this content up because years ago I enjoyed watching people do this kind of stuff. I had a lot of curiosity about doing ribs. I had a lot of failures. I still do have failures. I'm human, it happens. But the biggest thing is this is just a fun hobby for myself, and I'm giving back now for all the people that kind of I watched show me things. I've taken a little combination of what everyone's kind of done, and I like to think that we've refined some things. Not saying we do it better than anyone, but yeah, just share this content with you guys. I know there's a lot of questions out there in the barbecue world. If there's anything I can do to give back, well, that's what I'm gonna do. It's nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these rest of these trimmed up, seasoned up, and we'll get back to the pit when we put these on the rib racks. I have some pretty neat custom rib racks that I fabricated specifically for my pit. So we're excited to give these things a go today. See you at the pit. All right, guys, welcome back. Here we go. We're gonna open up the pit. We're running right at that 200-degree mark, between 200 210, which is where we want to be right at the moment. We'll go ahead and ramp this thing up as we go with the cook. But you guys can see the rib rack here. We're going to get this thing closed, and we are going to go ahead and season up our spicy ribs, and they're going to go on next. Hey guys, welcome back. We've got all the slabs of ribs on here. We're going to do a simple little mop here. It is 50% apple cider vinegar and 50% water. So these things have been on for about 4.5 hours, and we are going to go ahead, take a look at them, and get some mop on them. So let's go ahead and open this lid up. We just built the fire back up about 30 minutes ago, so she's running pretty steady. Oh, these are looking great. We're going to close this up for about another 15 minutes, and then some of these I think we're going to go ahead and start wrapping. So let's go ahead and get this closed. So these first racks here were our, these were our spicy ones. You can see here, these things, bones starting to pull back nicely on them. They're nice, and they're not quite there yet, but we're going to finish them out wrapping. Snug here. Very nice. These right here. Keep on going. Get it out of here. There we go. we are wrapping these things, and when we put these back on the pit, they're going to be meat side down. We want that meat to be extra juicy, and that's how we're going to achieve it. The reason for wrapping these ribs, in case any of you guys are wondering why I'm wrapping, because we don't want to dry these ribs out anymore. They've taken on all the smoke that they could possibly take on. So at this point, it's all about getting the texture right on them. We want these ribs to keep rendering the fat and the intermuscular tissues. And to do that and achieve that without drying these things out, it requires a wrap. I like to use butcher paper, I like to use foil. In this situation, I was low on butcher paper, so we are using foil, which is A-okay. Come on out of there, there we go. Woohoo! These are our Journeyman OG flavor. I love this flavor, it is good. It's a crowd pleaser, folks, let me tell you. All right, guys, so we took all of our full first load of ribs off, and we put on the last remaining 5 slabs of salt, pepper, garlic. It was a little homemade mixture we used with some Lily's brand salt, pepper, garlic. So we added some larger peppercorns to those. Those are now on the pit, and we're going to put all of our OG and our spicy ribs on that are wrapped in foil. Fire built back up, we'll check back in with you. All right, guys, we pulled all these ribs off the smoker, and we are going to open these things up and check them out. I've got one of my spicy racks right here, so let's go ahead and dig into this thing. Let's give it a look. Our total cook time was literally about 6.5 hours, which was a long cook. However, we had 24 slabs of ribs on this cooker on the offset. So you guys can see it is dripping in moisture. These ribs are just, they're ready to go. They're flimsy, bones are pulled back. Everything looks on point here. So we're gonna go ahead and put this rack back on this set of foil. I'm wrapping this up for my buddies. We're gonna pour some of that juice back on them. Keep these things extra juicy. We're going to get our spicy seasoning back on here. Give these things another little kick. And we are going to wrap these babies back up. Hands over. All right, guys, we have our work cut out for us here. We're going to go ahead and cut this video off. I'm going to continue to wrap these ribs. Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe to this video if you want to see more content. If there's anything that you guys want to see in future videos, please don't hesitate to give me a little message in the message column, and I'll be sure to interact with you, and we will make things happen. Until next time, thanks.